All right, you guys. Really impromptu. Um, impromptu. 'Cause I'm in rest mode. Um, okay. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that Wendy Williams has been diagnosed with dementia, and then there's another disease. I forgot. Um, I want to specifically talk about dementia. Now, personally, I felt like Wendy Williams had dementia. Like I thought about this before this all came out, right? For those who don't know, my mother was diagnosed having dementia in her early, okay, 50s. Now, also my mother has since transitioned. Um, Also, another family member transitioned, had been diagnosed with dementia at a very young age. Now, I took it upon myself over the years and recently too to look at like the risk factors and the symptoms and things like that. Of course, with my mom having this diagnosis so many years ago, um, I used to look up, natural ways that she could heal and things like that, right? Um, it's it's hurtful to see somebody experience something that's debilitating, but it's even more hurtful to see them go through it when they're not of elderly age, because you tend to think like, okay, when a person reaches a certain age, you're going to have to, you know, go through certain things. It's just, you're expecting that, unfortunately. But when it's somebody who is not of a particular age, then it's like, okay, so my mother had other medical issues as well. But I just want to specifically talk about something, and this is just my opinion. I am not, just say I should have put this as a disclaimer, I ain't no certified clinical nothing. I ain't, okay? I talk about my experiences, the things I've been through, my opinion, the things like I've talked about and shared with you guys. I've been somebody who's been observing things with people. I just observe the human, what's the word? I'm having a brain fart, y'all, but the human condition, what people, how they live, how they speak, what makes their thoughts become actions, what causes anger, what surfaces in their lives at some point when they're abused. There's some people, like I talked to my son about this, there's some people that experience things, at a particular time in their life. You have two people, let's put it like this. I told him like this. One person goes through something pretty traumatic. They deal with it, whatever they go through, however they deal with it, however they cope. Whatever, whether they become alcoholic, blah, blah, blah. And then there's some people who become what they call, narcissists. I know, and they become hurtful to people. They, become, I think it's like something you cannot feel. Your emotions, all that shit is shut down. So, bottom line is everybody deal with things differently, okay? When it bringing up narcissism, and this is just my opinion, okay? When you have women, obviously, Wendy, or most people I think know that Wendy Williams had a very tumultuous marriage. Now, when a relationship or a marriage, and you start hearing about all the bad, toxic, dark, abusive things that people are, a person experiencing at the hands of a narcissist, you know for a fact that there is so much more that you just don't know. Of course, they're not going to come out and talk about everything, They're not. So there's so many things that you don't know. So in my opinion, person or woman, just to say this, who has been with a narcissist, married in a relationship, cohabitating, whatever, okay? You go through a lot of mental stress. You do. You go through a lot of mental stress, a lot of anguish. There's a lot of gaslighting. There's a lot of perpetuating of lies. There's a lot of manipulation. There's a lot of control. 9 times out of 10, there's a whole lot of infidelity. There's a whole lot of disgusting things that goes on at the hands of a narcissist that is downplayed because it's a narcissist. They have to look like the good guy or the good girl. They can't look like what they truly are because, especially when you come with what they call them, what's the other type of narcissist? I'm having a brain fart. Okay, I'm having a brain fart, but it always starts with, I'm probably gonna put it in here. That type of narcissist, they really are about image. The covert narcissist, now, there's several different types. I've read about this. Get to the point, Indigo. Here I go. If a person is suffering under the abusive dominion of a narcissist who is twisted, sick, tainted, demented, and all that, don't you think that's going to take a hell of a toll on a person, especially when we all come with some sort of baggage? So we don't just come into relationships and connections and then this person just turns, we already have some stuff. We already have some scars. We already been abused. We've already been through a lot. So my point is that, and as I've said before, to women, and even if this has to be said to men, women, if you are in a relationship with a person who you may deem as toxic, but they actually could be a narcissist, somebody who is downright not good for you, leave them. Make your way to getting out of that situation as fast as lightning. It's not a joke. Because in my opinion, I know a lot of people have opinions, a lot, especially all different types, but there's spiritual people I've seen, posting things that, oh, this is what I think, something about her being hexed. I don't feel like that. Now that could be so because Wendy been doing what she was doing for a very long time. But at the end of the day, personally, I think her demise started at the underfooting of her husband being a narcissist. I'm just putting that out there, you guys. People really don't understand the damage that a narcissist, you can die. And I brought up the fact that my mother and the other family member, for a reason, if you did what I'm saying, I almost could have been out of here more than once in my life. But definitely when I was in the situation I was in, and I was knee deep, you see, and I wasn't completely clear on what was going on. Be clear on what's going on with you. Talk to somebody. Go to a clinical, facility. Go to a therapist. Reach out to people. People like myself or whatever, people who are really, really, really about this healing are out here. You use your own discernment. Channel your intuition. I really want to implore you to fast. When you fast, you will get the most powerful downloads, intuition, insight, clarity. Start doing your healing work. Work on your chakras. Get you some oracle cards. Start reading energies for yourself every single day. Journal. Write down everything, every emotion, every feeling, everything that comes up for yourself. Okay? Start this powerful, push towards being the best version of yourself and cut all that dead weight. Start to, because, honestly, sometimes it does take a long time. With them karmics, or narcissists are karmics. Okay? So you have to be proactive in what you need to do for yourself because nobody, no shade, is going to do for you what you are capable of doing for yourself when you empower yourself. If you are connected or attracted to a narcissist or in a marriage, commitment, blah, 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 then 9 times out of 10, somebody in your life at some point, whether you're in denial or not, that had an impact on your life who was a narcissist. And that is a fact. That is a fact. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it right here. We're 10 minutes in. I'm going to close out. I love you guys. Peace. I'm here, Spiritual Love Guidance 777 at gmail.com. Spiritual Love Guidance 777. Spiritual Love Guidance 777 at gmail.com. Anyways, it'll be down below. I also have a business line I'll leave down below. Somebody needs this message. I love you guys. Peace.